Hello, I'm Karina Martin, and I am here to speak to you about autism. Autism living a life journey. After receiving an early diagnosis for my daughter Catherine, my oldest daughter, my firstborn, she was only a year and 8 months. As a mother, I felt that something was different. Comparing to my nieces and other children about her age, I knew she needed more help. She used to say two-syllable words like mama, dada. And all of a sudden, she had completely stopped talking to me or even looking at me. Immediately, I told my husband, there is something wrong with the baby. She seems to be away, not looking at me like she used to. He said, well, let's take her to the doctor. And then the doctor referred to us to a specialist, a neurologist. That was the beginning of a life journey. I recall entering that office and waiting for so many hours, more than 2 hours for sure. The doctor just looked at her for 2 minutes, no more than that. And he was very firm on his diagnosis. She has autism, he said. We knew nothing about autism. It was very hard to take. We could not accept that our daughter was going to need so many other ways to be raised, ways that we did not know about. But of course, an early diagnosis in autism does help. It is hard to take as parents. And we need to embrace the mission that we are about to fight for the rest of our lives. What is autism? Autism is a developmental disorder that affects the brain in the way that the brain processes information, the way we think, especially the way we interact with others, the way we communicate. It's different. The way we communicate. The world is already a very complicated place to be. And to me, acknowledging that my daughter will need extra help was really scary, to be honest. I had to learn for her to communicate with me, her mother, because she would not say a word. How many people are affected by autism? Affected? Affected or impact by autism? I prefer the word impact because it changed the way that they're going to live their lives for the rest of their lives. And not only them, but their families. Millions of Americans are impacted by autism. 1 in 36 children are the numbers that they are giving to us. Girls and boys, 4 times higher in boys. Girls seem to be a little bit more social and a little bit less impact on the speech. My daughter wasn't. She was nonverbal until she was the age of 8 years old. She's now 15. She managed to be able to communicate and express her needs. but she doesn't hold an actual conversation with the rest of the people around her. That does not mean she feels and cares about others just the same as we do. She is just different. She's not less. What is the treatment for autism? Well, there are ways to treat autism, yes. It is not an illness, it is a condition. There is a big difference. A condition is something we have to live with. There is no cure for autism. And actually, people with autism would like for everyone to show respect and not say that it is an illness. It's just a different way to be. You can try with PT, physical therapy, OT, occupational therapy, and speech therapy. It does help. It gets to the point that it's overwhelming for people with autism. It's all their lives and every day it's doctors and therapy and repetition and structure. It's too much for them. In conclusion, I just want to say that people with autism are unique. If you know one person with autism, you know one person with autism. Please be respectful. Please be kind. Please get informed. Learn about autism and the different ways that you can be kind to them. Understanding. Thank you.